Welcome students in my new tutorial based upon Adobe Photoshop, and today I'll be teaching you about shapes. So first of all, I'll create a blank document in Adobe Photoshop. So I'll click on create new, although this I have taught you earlier also in my previous tutorials, and from here I'll select photo, and from photo I'll select default Photoshop size, and from here width 7 by 5 is okay for me, and then resolution, because I'm just giving the demo, so 75 is okay for me, and from here I want to select transparent, so I'll select transparent. By default it sometimes it's not showing transparent, so it shows white. Then what you have to do, you have to just drag this down and then click on create. As a result, you will find a blank document, and now I'll press Control plus just to zoom my canvas, and now you could see here these are the shapes. So firstly I'll select rectangle tool. From here U is the keyboard shortcut, so as I'll click it, on the top in the options bar you could see here three options: shape, path and pixels. So by default I'll select the first one, shape, and I'll just click it here. I'll try to make one shape, like suppose this is a rectangle, it's looking something like this, and in properties here you will see it it is showing the width and height. So how it works, by using move tool, I'm just moving towards this side, and just see here, like set shape width, I can increase the width from here also, and height I can select from here also. I can increase or decrease. And what are the other options here? The color, if I'll select the color from here, I can select any color. You could see here it's been changed. And then here, this like stroke color, I can select suppose green. You could see here the green line, and from here I can increase the border width. You could see here border, and here there are different type of borders, like suppose you could see here the options. Okay, and I can even move the place by pressing X like this, left and right, or Y up and down. And the other way what I could do, by simply pressing the move tool, I can just move it up and down. So I hope it's very simple. And here some other options are also there. With the border, you could see here three options are there. This is the border actually, the first one, and it's coming, the border is coming inside the rectangle, that means inside the shape. If I select the second option, it's coming in the middle, that means half of the border is coming outside and half of the border is coming inside the shape. And the third option, it's totally outside. So I hope this is clear to you. And these are like to make just a round shapes of the line. You could see here earlier it was not like this, it was hard, now it's changed. So three different options are there. According to that you can just select according to your need. And here also the round part. And yes, this option is very important. So first of all I'll select the in stroke option, I'll select this line, and then just see, if I'll move my mouse right or left, just see what's going on. This is from the left side, see how it's going. I'll press undo command, and if I'll click upon this option link, now if I'll do this, now all sides are becoming in round shape, because this is linked. If I'll again click it, unlink it, now I have the control upon one side, like this is left, this is right. What I have to do, I have to just move my mouse pointer this side. I can manually also type here. Suppose I am typing it here 35, it is working in pixels, you could see here, or yourself you can move like this. I hope this is clear to you. And the same way at the bottom, and from here also. So you can change the shape by using all these four options. I hope these options are very much clear to you. So in this way, you can make any shape. Now I was just teaching you about the rectangle. If I'll again click it here and again make a rectangle, you will see now the second rectangle is being made in the new layer, and you can easily move this shape wherever you feel like, and as many shapes I can make. Suppose now I want to make rounded rectangle, so I can just click it, I'll make it. So already the outer edges are not straight, it is rounded, and this is rounded rectangle tool. And again the same way, I have the options here to control. Now by default I have selected the shape. Just now I'm working with shape only, and it's easy to move the shape anywhere according to your need. Now the second option. Now continuing with the shapes, I have taken the blank canvas. So earlier I just told you about the shape. Now I'll be teaching you about the path. So first of all, what I'll do, I'll select some shape. Suppose ellipse tool I'll select, and from here I have selected path. And after selecting path, what I'll do, I'll just make a circle here. And now, like previously the properties, now this is the different properties. As earlier the properties were coming, this is totally different. Actually it makes a path. If I'll click on path, you could see here it is showing the path, but I'll not go in that much depth. What you have to do, directly just make a shape and then press Control Enter, Control plus Enter. I'll just press Control Enter, and as a result your path will be converted into a shape. And then normally what you could do, you can just select gradient tool or paint bucket tool and fill it with color like this. Okay, I just use this tool a lot, and along with this shape, any shape, I select path, and I can take any shapes, and on any layer I can make any kind of, like suppose I'll make a new one and then again press Control plus Enter. I'll be converted into a shape, and depends upon me on what layer I want to use this shape. And then simply I'll use gradient, like this time I'm using gradient, and I'll fill it, and then Control D. The rest you all know very easily. I can move my shapes, and there are plenty of shapes are there. Just now I have taught you about, along with the shape option and then path. The third one is pixels. If I'll click on pixels, what is the difference here? Here you could see in the properties, width is there, height is there, so that I have the control. Now simply here I'll select the color, what color I want in between. Suppose I want red, and then I can select some different custom shape. There are custom shapes also. I'll click on custom shape, and then I have to go on the top. From here there are the custom shapes. Suppose I'll select this one, and what I'll do, I'll just use another layer for this separate layer. I'll just press here new layer, and then I'll make the shape, and as a result you will see it will be filled with the color what I have selected. And also I have the option to recolor it. And how I can recolor, I'll press control button, and by pressing the control button I can click on this layer here like this, and as a result you will see your butterfly is again selected. And now I have the option to recolor. Suppose I am wanting to use it as a gradient color on the top, so I can just use like this. So I hope this is okay for you. It's clear how to use all three options. So it depends upon the need what kind of option you are using. Along with your shapes, you can use shape, path, pixels. I have told you all. And yes, if you are using custom shape tool, like from here. So this is not that only this much shapes are there. If your shapes are less, what you could do, from here you can click it on this option, and then you could click on all. There are many animals, arrows, film, frames, light bulb, like this. You can click on all, and there is one option, append, means if you have the previous shapes it will be added, otherwise you can click on OK. And then after clicking on OK, you will see here plenty of shapes. You can scroll it down, and suppose I am clicking upon this option, double click, and then I'll take a new layer, and then I'll make the shape like this, and of course it will be filled with the color what I have selected. So you have plenty of options. You can select as many shapes you want. If you want to select the shape in the same layer, that also you could do. Now both these shapes are present in the same layer. So if I want to move it very easily, I can move these shapes, you could see, like this. So I hope the shapes concept is very much clear to you, and still if any doubts are there, you are free to comment at the bottom. And if you like my explanation, then please do like, share and comment, and please subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed it earlier. Okay, bye bye, take care, meet you soon with my new tutorial.